Hey guys, welcome back to Gracelyn Jones Artistry. Before we get into today's video, I would like to thank each and every one of you guys for subscribing to my channel. Thank you so much for the support. It really means a lot to me. And if you're new to my channel, I am Gracelyn Jones and my channel is all about art videos that you will surely enjoy. So do subscribe to my channel and do not forget to hit that notification bell icon so that you do not miss out on any of my new videos. So in my previous video and on my Instagram and Facebook stories, I had asked you guys on what you would like me to talk about in my next video. And I got a couple of responses, and one of them was, what brushes do you use for calligraphy? So calligraphy itself is a huge form of art, and there are different types and various styles to it. So today I'll just pick brush lettering because most of my videos are around brush lettering, and I'll also show you the different brushes, the different brush pens that I've tried and I use for brush lettering. I've also got huge news for you guys at the end of this video, so you would not want to miss it. So do sit back and enjoy the rest of the video.
There are so many brushes and pens people use for brush lettering across the globe. In this video, I'll demonstrate the pens and brushes that I've been using and those that I've tried. Now, most of the ones I'll be showing you in this video are Indian brands, except few, but these are easily available in the Indian market. Now let's get started. I'm using a watercolor sheet because I'll be using some watercolors later on. The first one I'm using is an oblique tip pen, which is actually a traditional calligraphy equipment. This is not something people use extensively for brush lettering, but I just wanted to show you guys that even these can be used in modern calligraphy to achieve brush lettering strokes. I always use them in personal letters where I will need to write in a smaller font, which by the way is difficult to achieve with the other pens that I'm about to show you. This one I'm using right now is a manuscript oblique pen holder with a Hero 40 nib. These are pretty expensive, but definitely worth it. However, I wouldn't suggest these if you have no experience with brush lettering or any other calligraphy because they are hard to use. The next one is the famous Tombow fudenosuke soft tip brush pen. These look like any other regular pen that we use, but trust me, they are just awesome. Even though it doesn't look like it, it features a flexible brush tip which creates extra fine, and medium strokes by change in brush pressure. Few other people even recommend these for beginners. You can use them on any kind of paper, they don't wear out easily, and the flow of ink is smooth. They are pretty expensive compared to the others, but if you ask me, they are definitely worth the price. Following the soft tip Tombow fudenosuke is its another pair, Tombow fudenosuke hard tip brush pen. This is my favorite and I always recommend these at my brush lettering workshops for beginners. It gives the exact same output as the soft tip pen, but I feel these are more easier to use, especially because of the hard brush tip, which gives better control over lettering. Other than that, it holds the same advantages as the soft tip pen. These have a navy blue body, whereas the soft tip ones are in black. The next one is of the same brand and pretty famous too, the Tombow dual brush pens. These come in so many variety of colors, but again they are expensive. They have a brush tip on one end, which is pretty long and is great to use for some big lettering. The other end is a fine tip, which you can use for outlining or just maybe doodling. If you have been to any of my workshops, you would have noticed that I use these to teach, as it makes really big strokes, which enables me to write bigger. I'm trying to write here with minimum pressure to make it fit into the A4 size sheet, but in real, it can make bigger strokes than these. The colors easily blend, and these are great if you want to add some color to your brush lettering, provided you're willing to spend the money. Now let's move on to the Indian brands. Next up are the brush pens from the Indian brand Camlin. These set of brush pens by Camlin come in 12 different shades and are pretty cheap compared to the international ones. They are all basic colors that you get in a regular sketch pen set. Camlin has also released a set of 24 brush pens with more shades of colors. The brush tips are medium sized, bigger than the Tombow fudenosuke hard and soft tip pens, but smaller than the Tombow dual brush pens. I feel the brush tips are so fragile that you need to have very stable hands to get uniform strokes. The tips also wear out after few uses, similar to regular sketches. In my personal opinion, these aren't very great and I definitely wouldn't recommend it for beginners. Following is another Indian brand, Ad Gel. To be honest, I haven't heard of this brand before, but tried them out after seeing these used by other artists to teach in workshops. They also come in 12 different colors similar to Camlin brush pens. These also are dual brush pens having a bigger sized brush tip on one end. I don't find these easy for brush lettering as they are pretty stiff. The other end is a smaller sized brush tip and I find them good for lettering. These are definitely better than Camlin brush pens. The flow is consistent, they are cheaper, and the tips are not so fragile. After much reviews from other artists, I've started using them at my workshops as well, and they are very good. The strokes and ink are very similar to Camlin, and I would suggest you to try these out if you are a beginner and want to use colors in your brush lettering without wanting to spend much. I also use paintbrushes to do brush lettering. I use a Camlin synthetic brush of size 1. The size doesn't really matter as long as it's a pointed brush with synthetic bristles. Paintbrushes with natural hair just won't work for brush lettering. I use paintbrushes for brush lettering when I want to blend colors and give it a pure watercolor effect. But it's really hard to do brush lettering with a paintbrush. It takes a lot of time and patience. It's a definite no for beginners. Another disadvantage is that you'll have to keep dipping the brush in water and paint all through your lettering, which gives inconsistencies in the flow. But if that is your desired effect, then it's a win-win. And the last one I'm going to show you in today's video is the watercolor brush pen. They usually come with synthetic bristles, so no need to worry about using them for brush lettering. I fill them up with water, but you can fill them with watercolor paint or ink directly and start writing. I usually just fill them with water because paint and inks leave stains inside the tubes, which might be hard to clean. These come in 3 different sizes, the small, medium and large, but I prefer using only the small size brush for lettering. They are easier than the regular paint brushes, but these also require a lot of practice. So these are the brushes and brush pens I use and I've tried so far. If you guys have any other questions or if you would like me to try any other brush pens and review it, do let me know in the comments below. Also, if there are any other topics related to art that you would like me to talk about, do let me know that as well. I would love to include it in my next video.
Hello again guys, thank you so much for watching this video and I really hope that this was helpful for you. And so for the big news, I'll be launching my very own custom printed t-shirts this week. In fact, the one that I'm wearing right now is also one of the first few batches. These were designed by me and these will be available for sale from the coming week. And the best part about this is if you follow me on Instagram, you could also get a chance to win one of these custom designed t-shirts from my very first batch. I'll be updating the giveaway details very soon on my Instagram account, so make sure that you're following my page Gracelyn Jones Artistry on Instagram. Be sure to subscribe to my channel, give this video a thumbs up if you like it, and don't forget to share this video. So until the next video guys, goodbye.